My name is Sandra Reynolds, and this is my project number 1 for U.S. History with Dr. Sunny Davis as our instructor. The title of my project is America's Success in the Cholera Pandemic of 1910 and 1911. Now, we have all heard the famous adage, history repeats itself. When I was in junior high history class, I wondered how in the world this could be true. I realize now more than ever how true this saying really is. If we could all adapt the practice of learning from our past mistakes as well as from the mistakes of others, we could possibly change the course of our future history. This is exactly what happened in the United States during the cholera pandemic of 1910 to 1911. First of all, according to the Mayo Clinic's definition of cholera, it is a bacterial disease usually spread through contaminated water. If it's left untreated, cholera can be fatal even within a few hours, even in previously healthy people. Cholera, now it's been around for centuries, although we do not hear much about it because of our water filtration system that's now widely worldwide used. It has almost been eradicated, with the exceptions of a few remote places that do not have access to clean drinking water. In the 1800s, there were several major worldwide cholera pandemics. Hundreds of thousands, possibly millions of people worldwide died from this disease. Now, accurate records were not kept then as well as they are today, so it's hard to say a specific number. And also, communication was not as readily available as it is in modern times. But today I want to focus on this particular cholera pandemic of 1910 to 1911. What made this particular cholera pandemic different was that the United States incorporated what they had learned from their previous mistakes of the past. This cholera pandemic had its origin in India. Now, by the time it reached the United States, over 800,000 had already died in India alone, not counting the lives it had already claimed in the Middle East, Eastern Europe, Russia, and North Africa before it ever reached the United States. However, this pandemic was met with fierce opposition here in America. According to the Masters of Public Health, American health authorities, having learned from the past, quickly sought to isolate the infected, and in the end, only 11 deaths occurred here in the United States from this global pandemic. Wow, what a great success story. This reveals to us the importance of remembering our past and learning from our failures as well as our successes. Our U.S. history could have read so differently if we had not learned from our previous mistakes, because previously in the cholera pandemics here in the United States, they had lost thousands of people. Now, in 2020, we have been in the midst of a global pandemic, and I'm not here to politicize the pandemic and tell you what should have been done, because hindsight is always 2020. However, I believe we should learn from what we have faced and incorporate it into our lives as we face the future. In doing this, we are granted the ability to change the course of history.